Morgan Roberts. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I went to Yale University, and I play quarterback. I think my greatest strength is being a leader. I've had a lot of experience, playing both at Clemson and at Yale, been around great coaches, been around great people, and really just tried to, learn through osmosis as much as I could from great leaders, and learning how to delegate as a leader, learning how to, communicate on and off the field with people, the correct ways to communicate, to, improve all those around me. And then, the other thing is I think I'm a talented passer in the pocket, and been able to prove that throughout my career. I think anyone who would come in and watch me throw would be impressed and wouldn't have any questions. Right when you come in, you assess yourself. I mean, that's what you have to do to become a better player. You have to assess your strengths and weaknesses. One thing I realized is that I haven't spent a lot of time under center in my career, whether that be high school or college level. So one thing that Chip's done a great job is brought in quarterback coaches and other people to help me work on my drops, my 5-step drop, my 7-step drop, my play action footwork, all that stuff from under center, so that I can be a more polished passer.
Is there a player that stands out in your career that has been a tough player to?
I think if you ever read Pete Carroll's book Win Forever, it talks about competition, and each day if you compete. Really, the hardest game of the week should be Monday, Tuesday, those heavy practices, and that's what my experience was at Yale. And we had a corner, Spencer Mashevsky, who was an All-Ivy player this year. He's the first-team All-Ivy player, and we battled it out. And there's a lot of smack talk going on, but at the end of the day, he's my brother, and we're really close friends. During practice, certainly things tended to get heated, and he's a great player, and excited about his future, but very grateful for how much better a player he made me in my career. I would, if GM came up to me and said, why take me as a player? Why, spend the money or spend the time to bring me to the facility? I would say, just ask all the people I played with. Go ask my coaches. Go ask, my teammates, and they'll speak for me. And I think that's the, you can say whatever you want and, promote yourself and self-marketing and do all that. But at the end of the day, it's really got to be people that comes from the heart, from the people around you who have seen you in action, have seen you and been with you when the bullets are flying live. So that's the one thing I would say is go talk to my coaches, go talk to my teammates about my career and how I treated the others around me.
If we're all trying to get to know you, what's one thing that we don't know about you?
Well, I guess probably two main things people probably don't know about me is, I did go to Yale, and it's more of an academic setting, but, my family is mostly from the Low Country in Charleston, South Carolina, or other parts of South Carolina, and, grew up with probably not the, greatest background, and so I learned a lot from them, and also spending a lot of time on the marsh. My brother owns a fishing company, so it's been some of the highlights of my life is throwing the cast net in the back rivers or hanging out with my family in the Low Country. And then the other thing is I can honestly outquote anyone on movies ever. For some reason, it's just the auditory and visual combination of movies that I can watch a movie one time and I'll quote it. And no one ever knows the quotes I talk about. All the guys make fun of me in here, especially Bo and Jason and Dave. But I feel like I know all the movie quotes, especially Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell, all that stuff. So probably not a useful, skill, but fun nonetheless.
Tell me what it means to you that he's adopted you as a son. He sort of embraces you. He wants you to be in the
Absolutely.
NFL as bad as you want to be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing is that, he's not doing it for at least, a lot of people probably, they want someone to be a first rounder. They want someone to make money because it looks good for them. It looks good for their facility. But instead, I feel like he doesn't do it for anything other than he just wants me to be happy. He wants us to be happy as a team. And the other thing is, it's weird having a bunch of guys in here, and we're competing every day for, really kind of selfish reasons, right? Because we want to be the best. We want to have the best time so that we can get drafted the highest. But yet, this is such a team environment, and that's just a total testament to Chip, because it's all top down. Is that he treats everyone like family. So, you're cheering for your brothers in here. You're not cheering against them or, trying to, run the best time to be better than somebody else. You're running on the best time because you want to get drafted and that kind of thing. And there's no negativity. It's all positive energy in this place, and that comes straight from Chip. And I feel so blessed to be a part of this family.